Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set. 90, Wolf. Don't get nervous. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Five.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Hey, wahoo! Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go.
Back to throw here. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Okay, ready? 52's the mic. We don't want this. You draw quarter. Hit it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Hey, Mike 52.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go. Double time. Let's go.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson.
You ain't going nowhere. Go.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 22, Mike 22. Now.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run the toss with Henderson. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding them to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 1st downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Right. That's right, baby.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back. Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Go. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Be careful.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
Henderson will try to run for the first. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 52. Watch a slack. Watch a slack. Watch a slack.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Go. 51 for Mike, boys. 51. Get ready.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a run with Henderson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, ready? 60 or. I got you, son. Hey, Alpha. You're on line, baby. You're on line. Now.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man. It's Burnett. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
To number 82. A gain of 11 yards. It's fourth down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Yes. 51, Mike.
They'll go with a keeper. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
We're going to work. On the double.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Blue Dan. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick it up.
Second and 10. Touchdown, Packers. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I'm going to run you over. Slam. 15, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Right on these two. Right on these two. 180. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 15. Check. Check.
Mahomes now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Double time. Double time.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
You got nothing to win. You got nothing.
Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Mike's 5-4. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
2nd and 15. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Yeah, he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 16, 1st down, Tampa Bay.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Right here. Yellow. 480. Hey, let's get them home.
Mahomes going to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And some space here. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Bucs 5-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
On the ball. 51. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Again, it's Henderson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
I got you. I got you.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
57. Come on. 57 to Mike. 57. 57, Colin. 57, Colin. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 57.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Running into the punter keeps this drive alive as they operate now with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Down to lose 1. Hey, watch. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for Zay Jones. Incomplete. Results.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how?
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready? 30 base. In base. You go tight. Ready?
On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. This complete to Jones. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6, and the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Yellow. On the line. 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this one to Patrick. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 28-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That one complete to his receiver Jennings. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't need to. Let's go, little lady. Pick it up.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Looking to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready up.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They're going to look to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw now on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The quarterback taken down in sack.
Another day.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be third and 13.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
There.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Check 43.
On second down, it's Henderson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Set 18 Gator.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch
Hey, high 7.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming. Mike's in.
Hey, zoom.
Let's go, D. Big series right
Zoom.
Back to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Penny. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
You got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Get it.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike, 50.
2nd and 11. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
5.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. 30 base.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again, it's Henderson.
Got you, boy.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On the set.
You want the mic? Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike, 51.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, it's Mahomes. Screen pass to Lindsey. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 41-yard line.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yellow.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I got you, punk.
43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.